my regular study. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We're online. Hello out there. It's me, Wishbone. You know me. Storyteller extraordinaire, lover of books, eater of snacks. Here in my new state-of-the-art virtual library, some ambitious scientists invited me to demonstrate their latest invention for bringing books into the age of virtual reality technology. Yep, they needed the Wishbone to try out their new gizmo. And here it is, the electro-pictographic interactive combobulator. We call it the Epic 3000. They say it can take some of my favorite books and project a story world, so you can see what the story looks like in a whole new way. Well, now, let's see how this combobulator works. First, we'll need a book with a great story. Let me see, something with an epic adventure. Yes, the Odyssey, as told by the great storyteller, Homer. Homer recited this story about 2,700 years ago. Oh yeah, I should explain the dog in the monitor. He's the virtual librarian, who was designed to look a lot like me. He'll help you find anything you want to know about any of the cool things here in the library. Now, where was I? You've just chosen Homer's Odyssey. Take as good as ever. Now, let's see. That. All right, here we go.
Roger that. We have contact.
Quick, take a look at the screen. Next stop, ancient Greece. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, we're here. And hey, that's Odysseus, the star of the Odyssey. You can always tell a star if he's got a show named after him. Thanks to the Epic 3000, we can go up and talk to Odysseus right now. Let's see, how does this work again? Oops, I guess that's not it. How about this? Oh, sorry, that wasn't it. At least we got rid of the duck. Hold on a second. I think it might be jammed or something. Okay, what's the problem here?
See, I probably just have to connect this little thingamabob to this doohickey over here and...
Ta-da! All right, you. Let go of my Homer. Uh-oh. Hey, help! Over here! What's going on? What happened? Where's Odysseus? I don't feel quite like myself. I feel kind of flat. I've been animated! This is weird!
Welcome on in.
Real paws, real nose, real taste buds? Oh, I've got to eat animated food. It probably all tastes like crayons. Okay, stay calm. Think it through. Help! Do something! Quick! Hit the shift button. No? How about the Q button? Still no go.
I usually don't talk during cutscenes, but thank you, Pepsi Love, for the raid. Party of 8. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome on in. Thank you for the shout out. Welcome to the year of Windows 3.0, original Macintosh, and Windows 95.
Hey, pal, could you help out a desperate dog?
My lord Odysseus, I've been searching for you everywhere. The ships are preparing to leave for Ithaca at once. We need only your presence.
I'm sorry.
I see that you brought a friend. Thank you so much for bringing on in the amazing Pepsi Love.
What else?
Just wondering. Well,
I lurk in her streams a lot, actually.
that I'm on my way.
Yes, noble Odysseus. And, sir,
What?
you have got a duck on your head, sir.
And thank you so much for the follow, Rock DJ Spaz. Love the name.
Yes, thank you. Very observant of you.
Me as well, Pepsi. Me as well. I was also in middle school when this game dropped out, yeah.
I seem to be stuck here in the combobulator, animated.
As well as a little later on down the road, Wishbone Activity Zone, which I also own that game.
Odysseus traveled through a fantastic story.
I actually also own not only the original disc for Wishbone and the Amazing Odyssey, I own an unopened box with the wrapping still on it of Wishbone Activity Zone in my closet.
Help if you need it in the virtual one last thing. Don't leave me! Oh, please! Oh, please help the poor cute little doggy. Say you will! Say you will! Please!
Alright.
Hey! If you just go...
Yep. Options. Let's see here. Let's go to mode, actually. And thank you so much for the follow, Pepsi. Much appreciated. I'm actually going to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on here. So, here's something funny that you're going to love. And I'm going to put it into my beginning here. Welcome to Random Monday. I am your host, OnyxTheGamingMachine. And today, I decided I wanted to play some Wishbone in the Amazing Odyssey. Wishbone might actually try to talk while I do my intro. So just giving you a fair warning. I usually take this game very, very seriously because on speedrun.com I own the world record for this game. I have had this world record for a good and long time now. I own first place in beating this game with cutscenes. It is one of my cherished speed runs that I've ever done. I usually don't speed run games, but there are a few speed runs that I am very, very happy about. And this one's being one of them because this was one of the first games I ever played as a kid. So, yeah. Welcome on in, everyone. I usually don't talk during cutscenes, but I had gotten a raid and I had gotten a nice welcome from someone who is new in the community. So I had to be the person I am and greet every single one of you guys. But, yeah, this is usually where I start talking random stuff and things while I play the game. And, yeah, that's my intro I'm giving for today. So, let's go ahead and get into the game. So, first we're going to pick up this wine bag. We're going to go over here. We're going to pick this up. And then we're going to walk over to the chest. Hello, Marina. How are you doing?
All the stuff that Odysseus took from Troy. I wonder if he remembered to pack any sandwiches.
Oh, Secret of Mana. Good luck with that one. I know a lot of people that actually play Secret of Mana.
Hey,
Do they stream it? I don't really know, but I know a lot of people play that a lot. Streaming it, like I said, I don't know. Playing it a lot, I know a lot of people that do.
Sorry, sir, I can't. I have a sprained thumb and it's very...
And it's okay that you forgot that I stream. It's okay. Don't even feel bad about that. I'm not a flashy streamer or anything like that. I play what I love. I do what I do. You know, that's how I rock. That's how I've always rocked.
Help me with that chest.
Okay. Ow, not so bad. Ouch, I can't feel my fingers. Ow.
My Lord Odysseus, we're setting sail!
Cool. I mean,
On for adventure.
come on, men. We're on our way home.
Oh, here we go. I love the cutscenes in this game. I so love it. I so love it. And the music. Yeah. I also saw that, like I said, I've been lurking in your streams on occasions, like when I'm sleeping and stuff like that. I've noticed you've been playing some Fallout 76. How are you enjoying that? I have been playing 76 since it came out on beta a couple years ago.
The smell of olive trees, the cry of seagulls, and plenty of sand.
For some reason, I did not imagine Wishbone would be a dog. Yes, Wishbone is a dog. Yes. Is a Jack Russell Terrier, and his original name was Soccer.
No thanks. I just had a bath last month. No thanks.
What are you doing? Go, you damn dog. Like I'm trying to click, I'm usually clicking on the freaking island, and he's like, I'm not gonna move. Alright.
Oh, look at the cute sheep.
I love the sheep. I love the sheep.
Move it along, sheep. You're in the Navy.
Funny story, I actually have an emote of the sheep. It's my lurk emote, actually, on the channel. So if you're a tier 1 sub, you can play around with a couple emotes that are Wishbone themed. One emote is my lurk emote, which is a sheep. And the second one is my death emote, which is the red coin that you put into a Greek's mouth when they die.
Aha! Something to dig up. A shield with writing on it. It says, "Wisdom is a light in the dark." Cool! I don't know what it means, but it's cool.
Pretty much, actually, yeah. That's kind of the joke about it, is that lurkers feel pretty sheepish. Yes, yes, it's a little joke, yeah.
I wonder who messed it up. I wonder who's
You kind of don't want to stream 76 anymore out of spite. What seems to be the issue? Are you getting blue screens? Are you getting what's the thing? I follow for there's no follow. Oh, you're getting those kinds of people. Yeah. Some people are just weird on the damn internet. They'll follow you for playing like certain games in the community and stuff, you know. I guess that's why some of the player base that comes to my streams are Souls players, as I am a Souls player. But then when it's like other games that I play, I don't really get many people in my chat. But it's one of those things where as long as you're playing what you like to play, it doesn't really matter how many viewers you get or anything like that, unless you're trying to go for partner. But I don't have no intent of ever becoming partner on Twitch. Because, sadly, some people I know that have gone partner, that I used to be part of the communities, they just kind of forgot of my existence. So, yeah.
Whoa! Nice special effects.
Thank you, noble Odysseus. Don't fear. I, your goddess Athena, will continue to be your protector.
Continue?
Yes, I've been by your side all along.
Oh, that Athena. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, thanks for everything.
But your way now is hard, nimble-witted Odysseus, and not all the gods favor you as I do. You will need my aid more than ever before. Take this image of me, and use it whenever you need my help. I will do what I can to return you to Ithaca.
Ithaca? That's where I'm going. How'd you guess? Oh, yeah, you're a goddess. I forget I asked that.
But before I aid you further, you must offer me a proper sacrifice.
Okay.
Hey, what do you need? I'll just run up to the store and...
Athena.
Hello, Athena. She's gone. A sacrifice, huh? I know all the lines in this game. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do them all, okay? But, by God, I know all the fucking lines in this game. And yeah, there's my first curse word in a game that's mostly made for kids. Yeah, I see it as a fun hobby as well, and plus it helps me with social problems that I've had for a long time, you know. Sacrifice. Yes. We're going to sacrifice the treasure of Troy. To her. Yeah. What's the gods going to do with gold? I mean, come on now. But if we try to make Eurylochus help us, he will not help us at all. So we'll need a little bit of guidance from the gods.
Oh, cowardly Eurylochus, it is I, the great goddess Athena. You do not aid the much favored Odysseus.
But yeah, when it comes to 76, I usually play that off stream with some of my close friends.
I was trying to.
But I might end up doing a small stream of 76 this month
I always liked
when I'm house sitting and everything.
of all the gods. I always said.
Because I'd say I have really good internet, but my internet's not really that stable, while my mom's is stable.
Kind sacrifice, noble Odysseus.
And me, Eurylochus, I help too.
For this kind deed, I would
Make
like
the
to give you my
magical map to guide you on your journey.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's good.
But it was
So stolen by the evil Polyphemus, son of Poseidon. Ooh, that's bad.
But the map can be yours, good Odysseus.
And good Eurylochus.
You just need to have the wits.
There is no Gorgo in
Lives on this island.
in this game, but I get your joke though.
Good luck, Odysseus. We're all counting on you.
I just knew I could count on your support.
I find it funny though that just this is just a small little nitpick because I love my Greek mythology. I love how in this game the cowardly one is Eurylochus, even though yes, Eurylochus was known to be a bit cowardly in the Odyssey. But Eurylochus was also one of the best blacksmiths in Greece. And that always bothered the living crap out of me when I played this game as a little kid. It just always did bother me.
It's a helmet. It's a doorstop. It could even be a salad bowl if we ever get it out of there.
I don't want to use a helmet as a salad bowl. That's nasty.
That big ugly
Then
guy
again,
looks
he's a
pretty
dog.
unfriendly. I should take some men in with me just to be safe.
But yeah, you know, when it comes to the history of Wishbone, Wishbone originally was a Jack Russell Terrier that went by the name of Soccer. And the reason why they stopped the episodes of Wishbone is because, sadly, Soccer passed away. I loved watching the show. I did. Thank you all for your contributions to the channel. Thank you.
Polyphemus is home. Did you miss me? What? Someone's here?
Yeah, I was sad too.
So, little man, why have you come to the home of great Polyphemus?
Did he just say little?
Yay! The challenge is complete.
Be careful.
Thank you very much, everyone, for your contributions to the community challenge. That is awesome. I'll probably start playing that maybe next Monday for Random Monday. Hell yeah! And we're gonna be careful.
Oh, well, you see, we're, shipwrecked. Yeah, and there's only us 5 left alive, and we need your help.
Only you 5 little scrawny men? Then Polyphemus can't eat you now.
Hey, thanks.
I'm gonna save you for dessert.
Okay, let's review. This big ugly monster isn't going to help us at all. Instead, he's going to eat us! Ah! I gotta do something! Should we attack him now? Just try to look friendly and come up with a plan.
Look friendly and come up with a plan.
Right. He's probably too strong for us, but we are cunning, crafty, heroic types, right?
Give him the wine bag.
Boy, I sure could use some help here. Say, how about some nice red wine?
Don't mind if I know.
Careful, it's pretty strong stuff.
No wine is too strong for Polyphemus.
This is the only part really in the game that kind of is different than what's in the Odyssey, really. Because there was a part where Odysseus's men did try to attack the Cyclops, and, the Cyclops, completely bit the guy's head off and ate him and all that shit. And that's how he found out that, he was going to try to eat him. But I'm kind of glad they didn't do that for this game, so yeah. Make up a name.
Why, noble one-eyed monster, I am, nobody.
Nobody, huh? That's a funny name.
Also that, and instead of blinding the Cyclops with a giant pike, in this one, you'll see how we blind him. It's really funny. Come on. Come on. I don't know why it does that. This is such an old game. The controls get kind of sticky sometimes. There we go.
Keep sleeping, big fella. Wow. You're even uglier up close, aren't you?
You blinded the great Polyphemus! Now give me my eye back or there will be trouble! You haven't won, little men! No one can escape my cave! I can still smell you all! Polyphemus, we hear screaming. You all right?
Oh, shush, Chris.
Polyphemus has been blinded by little soldier man!
But not what I mean by the controls get a little sticky is because this is a game that came out around Windows 3.0, Macintosh, and early Windows 95.
Nobody's gonna rescue you too. Huh? I don't get it.
Alright, we need the straw. We're going to hide amongst the sheep.
You sound hungry, my sheep. I'll let you out. But say goodbye to the nice sailors. They won't be here when you come back.
Boing, 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 boing goes the sheep. But yeah, it was a pain in the butt to try and stream this my first time back in the day. Hell, I remember when I did content on YouTube, it was so hard to record the content for it.
Stinky? Excuse me? That does it! I've got to teach
Hey, Zach, how you doing, man?
you manners.
How you doing, my dude? It's been a good while.
Should I give him a piece of my mind? Play it safe and leave.
Play it safe and leave.
Okay, you're right. I just better settle down and talk to the duck or something.
I know you can hear me, nobody. Polyphemus curses you in the name of
I bet. Tell me what's been going on, dude.
He's my daddy. You'll never see your home again.
He doesn't mean that, man.
Well, yeah, it's a kid. Keep in mind, you probably drove a lot of people crazy when you were younger, dude.
Hope I'm right.
Yeah, kids do that, dude. They drive you crazy. Especially depending on your own genetics. It's probably even more crazy. So we got a duck, we got a sheep, we got a Eurylochus, and we got Wishbone. Alright, so we're going to use the map. And we are going to go to Ayaya. So let's go.
Ah, the open seas at last. And what a beautiful day for it, huh, men? Well, it was a beautiful day.
We're doomed! It will never stop!
Indeed.
The storm is the wrath of the gods!
Italia.
Silly, this is just a storm. It's got nothing to do with the gods. Okay, maybe it has a little to do with the gods.
Oh, cruel and heaving, much hated Odysseus.
Really, just...
But yeah, it's been a good while, man. I'm glad you're doing okay.
Abused my poor son Polyphemus.
We need to find alternative ways to stay in contact, man. It's been a good minute.
Technically, yes, but I can explain all of that. You see...
Silence! For your crimes, I, Poseidon, ruler of the seas, will curse you for all eternity. My ways will
Plus, a lot of stuff has happened these last couple of years, and I'm slowly trying to get myself back on track with stuff, but it's just been very hard.
Never do it again.
I figured you forgot your Discord password again.
It will never end.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
Ah, that coffee's so good. I needed that today.
I have no time.
Had a tiny bit of a rough day yesterday, but
Good luck.
nothing bad or anything. Just rough stuff.
Say whatever you want, Poseidon. We're not afraid of you, are we, men? Men?
They went downstairs, put on their brown pants, and shat themselves. That's what they did. I mean, how would you feel if the god of the sea came out of the water and said, "You are cursed to never go home again"? You would want to go downstairs, put on your brown pants, and poop yourself. You know you would. Even I would, dude.
I bet they have something besides seafood here, too.
I don't have a gym membership, so I've been exercising in my own way. One thing I'm happy about is from the beginning of January 2022 to now, I went from 326 pounds to close to 283, 285. So I'm really proud of myself for that.
You know, I was thinking, this is a Greek island. My men are Greek. Maybe I should send them on ahead.
Yeah, it's still been rough, though, mentally, but I'm doing my best.
Can I get to fight all the monsters?
But that is one thing that I'm really proud of.
What do you think? Good idea.
You've been able to maintain around 330. If you knew what stuff I'd have done to lose weight, you would probably lose your mind. But I've had to for health purposes. Alright, we're going to go explore. We're not going to send any of our men. Originally, you're supposed to,
Looks like a pretty safe place.
but in this particular situation, we're not going to.
Nice and tame.
I like being cautious in my own way. Because what you're supposed to send your men out, and they're supposed to warn you about Circe. But you can play it like this and you'll still be fine. You're building muscle mass. Well, if you have still the same jobs you said you had before, then that's understandable.
It's always bad news.
Hold on.
On this island lives Circe, a powerful and dangerous witch. Beware what she offers you. The only way to counter her magic is with the flower of the moly plant. It is a beautiful white flower with a black root.
And of course, that flower is right here. But you can't get that flower yet because it's guarded by one of your cousins. So we're going to have to get something to distract it. Yeah, I figured that you had about two jobs in the last month. I know that you still have that security job, right? Well, you have 3. And there's my favorite woman, Circe the Sorceress. You could call her a witch. Some even call her a goddess, but she's not. She is a witch. That is what she is. Get your pronouns right. I love the thing with the torch. That is so cool. I've always loved that.
That's a witch? I didn't...
Welcome, much favored and handsome Odysseus. I am Circe, and I have watched your approach.
Hi. You know, I never get to introduce myself around here. Everyone knows me before I meet them.
But you are weary, my strong, manly Odysseus. And you must eat and drink before we talk.
Gotcha. Alright, so first, we need the wine.
Should I eat it now? Save it for later.
Save it for later. You do not want to eat anything right now off that table. But there's 3 main things you need to get off the table, which is the wine, the honey, and a turkey leg. And dude, the turkey leg looks so freaking good, dude. Looks so damn good.
Should I eat it now? Save it for later.
Save it for later. Now, in the Odyssey, especially the version I like, which is the TV to movie version, which was starring Armand Asante. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Should I eat it now? Save it for later.
But save it for later. One thing that I loved that was done was when Odysseus confronted Circe. She had tempted Odysseus to eat and drink wine that would turn him into an animal. But because of the messenger of the gods giving Odysseus a moly, he was not able to transform into an animal. Funny story though. I've heard this for many, many years. But one of the reasons why Odysseus...
When do we do something?
Dang, shut up, Wishbone. One of the reasons why he didn't get poisoned by the moly, because moly's supposed to poison humans. Well, mortals. It's because a god gave him the moly, which nulls the effects.
There you go, cousin. Have a little snack. It's on the house.
You would not believe, though, how many people do not know that. That if a god gives you something that is quote-unquote poisonous, they can choose to null those effects if it's a god giving it to a mortal. I always thought that was interesting.
A plain white flower with black roots. Simple, yet elegant.
Yeah, I always found that very interesting. Plus, when I was in middle school, one of my electives was Greek mythology, and then later on down the road, Roman mythology. And my Greek mythology, I had an A+ throughout the whole semester. And my Roman mythology, I had an A during the semester because it was kind of hard for my brain to convert Greek to Roman, even though they're very, very similar. Alright, so we're going to use the moly plant. Do that. And when you hear that sound, that means that you have consumed the plant and now you can go and eat the food. And you're going to get to one of my favorite mini games in this. One of my 2 favorite, yeah. That's 2 completely different worlds, Chris. But I feel you though about that. I do feel you about that.
Just lucky, I guess.
Perhaps you were. Perhaps. But now, we should find out whether you are truly clever as well.
Would you care to play checkers with me?
I love playing checkers in this game. It's so fun.
If you can overcome
Checkers
this game,
is also an old favorite game of mine too.
Without the snouts and hooves?
as they were before they came here. And
But I didn't send any men here.
home in Ithaca.
I know I created a paradox, but I don't give a shit.
Let's play. Do you want to play the game yourself? Or do you want me to
Oh, I want to play because you're not good at playing checkers. I like playing. Oh, look at the little piggies. Look at the little piggies. Ooh. Alright, so let me see if I can... Let me see how I'm going to do with this. Because depending on the AI from her, it can either be an easy 1, 2, 3, or sometimes she'll try and lengthen the rounds. So we'll see what she's going to try to do. It's actually going in my favor. Let's see. I could move you forward and get you there. Or I can move you forward and get you there. Actually, I could move you forward and you... No. She'd be able to jump that. I'm going to move him forward. We're going to do that. Nah, you're not going to do that, hon. No. No. Alright, we got a double jump. But of course, we're going to end up getting jumped ourselves. But I want to take care of these two. Alright, so that went good. That's fine. Send you forward. Go, pig, go! Alright. I'm going to block your attempt. Let's see. What am I going to do here? That's right. I have... Yeah, I can do a double jump. That's right. Get her. Here we go.
I never knew pigs could jump.
Oh yeah, pigs can definitely jump. It's kind of funny, really. I'm gonna get jumped though. Because it's one of the small rules I'm not a fan of with checkers. It's just a small rule that I don't like. But it is what it is. Alright, let's send you here. Oh, I love the fact that it's pigs. I love it. I love the fact that it's pigs. Funny story, actually, is somewhere in my storage, I have Super Mario Brothers checkerboard. But I don't really play much checkers anymore. Sadly, because of ever since what happened with my little brother, I don't really go that far anymore. I still love checkers, but that was one of a couple games that we played a lot. Alright, Zach, man, you have yourself a good day, and thank you so much for popping on by, man. I'm glad you're doing okay, and thank you so much for checking in on us. Well, checking in on me. I really appreciate that, dude. I really do. Okay, if I move that, she'll be able to jump me. But even so, she'd be able to jump me on either one of those. Actually, I could block her jump. There is a way I could block her jump. Do that. So that means that she would have to move down there, which she would end up getting jumped as well. As long as I keep those two there, this one right here will not get jumped. Oh, let's see. Actually, I can move you right here. Yeah. Now, which one do I want to jump? Do I want to jump that one or do I want to jump that one? Jump this one. I know what I'm doing.
Another pig bites the dust.
Oh, and look there. She made another stupid little thing there.
And this little piggy got crowned.
Oh, this is getting good. This is getting good. Okay. And the game is mine. There we go. That was a pretty straightforward one, I'd say. It's not my fastest time, though. That was fun.
Where's the rest of your pigs?
But yeah, funny story, Chris, about Mr. Danger right there. I have known Mr. Danger almost as long as I've known Rumble. While I met Rumble around my beginning on YouTube, I ran into Mr. Danger in a gaming lobby when I used to play games on Xbox 360. I ran into Zachary Danger on Tron Evolution multiplayer. Me and him, we met in the multiplayer, and it was a very, very fun game back in the day. We loved doing the battles, as we called it. And the way that it happened, we worked together to work our way up the leaderboards and everything. And we, at one point in the game, yep, we met on the grid. You're damn right, we met on the grid. And actually, will she let me take anything? I meant to see if she would let me take anything. I need to get that torch. Can I have the torch? Will you let me have the torch? Yep. Alright. Now, I technically need to get her tapestry, but it's not done yet. So, I gotta come back for that later. But yeah, we met on the grid, and at one point, we made not only the top 100 worldwide in the grid games, but we made top 50, which I thought that was really freaking cool. And I used to get a lot of hate mail on 360 because people thought I was a cheater. The reason why people thought I was a cheater was because I knew the right combos and I had the right reflexes on taking out light tanks. And I was the light tank destroyer, and he was the one that distracted the other regular players. Because the way that it went was that if you let me see. Yeah, Hades. If you got in a tank, you would have so much power. Because you're a tank versus a lot of single players. Me, I was really good at taking out tanks. That was what I was good at. Single players, it depended on the map. But if you got in a tank, I was the one that wanted to take it out. Because if the opposing team got a tank, they had a really big advantage. But it was crazy. The power of a bomb disc can take you so many levels in the game.
Oh boy, this is Hades, the dark underworld, land of the dead, land of the walking, talking dead. Something tells me that this is not Greece's most popular vacation spot.
Okay, now do something here.
Okay, sheep, we're moving out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, move that wool. And look, there's my lurk emote right there, the little moving sheep.
I'd like you to meet Tree. Tree, this is sheep.
I love that damn sheep. I love the sheep. It's so awesome. I love it.
Yeah, let's dig. Maybe we'll find out what's under the underworld. Dig, dig, dig. You know, in all my years of digging, this is the first time that I hope I don't find any bones.
Yeah, I love my sheep. I'm always gonna love my sheep. I did enjoy Tron Legacy. It wasn't as good as the original Tron, but that is, of course, to be desired. It was a great sequel, in my opinion. I just wish we had more done for like a third movie, because we were supposed to have a third movie, but we never got one. There was teasers of it, and the teasers are on the internet, but there just wasn't one done.
I wonder if those spirits really like this stuff, or if they just like seeing someone make a big mess.
Same.
Hey, nice entrance.
There's a lot of time to practice down here. What a nice offering.
Oh, the soundtrack was fantastic. Yeah, it was.
Everything. Now that's an offering.
Plus, back then, it was a really big deal that if you knew the lore, then you would have been completely surprised about not only Clue being who he was in that movie, but the fact that when you found out Rensler's true identity, it made a lot of people sad. Which, in case you don't know, big spoiler, but you should have watched the movie by now if you didn't want to be spoiled. It's Tron. Tron got corrupted by Clue and became Rensler. But I did love the fact that there was one thing that he got out of being Rensler was Tron ended up getting 2 discs instead of 1.
Then he locks it in the highest room of his tower and poof, disappears.
I had to pop my arm there.
I don't suppose you have the key to this tower, do you?
Nobody has the key, but you'll find the Tower of Iolus on the island called Thrinakia. You'll recognize the island by the famous cattle of Helios who dwell there.
Did you say famous cattle? Famous cows?
Moo.
Helios, the sun god, loves his cattle more than
Anything in the world, so don't touch the cattle.
Okay, so I go straight to the tower? There's gotta be a catch.
Of course there's a
Didn't learn how to power stance though. No, he did. He knew how to power stance those things.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Thing is though, is he only learned how to power stance them when he became Rensler. Tron was always my favorite character though. See, if I wasn't so squeamish with needles and everything, I always wanted to get a Tron tattoo. The Tron T.
I have to say that I'm very disappointed in you, Odysseus. You left one of your men unmourned and unburied, doomed to wander the banks of the Styx for all eternity. Shame on you for that.
What? Who died? When?
Elfinor.
The ill-fated Elpenor on the island of Iaya.
I wondered why there's been an...
See, how I always wanted my tattoo to be is that I wanted it to be on one of my arms, and I wanted it to look like the skin got ripped off, and underneath it would be the Tron T symbol, and maybe some data stuff on it and everything. I would love to have a tattoo like that. But I'm too squeamish with needles. I just can't do it. I can't. And look, it's Hades' castle. Let's give it a knock.
Kinda spooky, huh? But hey, give it a few coats of paint, a flower garden, and a welcome mat, and it would still be pretty darn spooky. No one's answering.
Now the funny thing is, though, is there is a hidden mini game where you do actually meet Hades / Pluto, and it happens when you die in the game. Yes, you can die in this game if you make the wrong freaking choices. And it is considered one of the hardest mini games in this game. I've done it before. If you ever want to see a video of it, I'll send it to you, Chris. But I don't like dying in this game. I just don't. It's not part of my programming. But
Kinda spooky, huh?
I was basically pacing around so Wishbone wouldn't be like, "Oh, what are we doing?" You know. But I just wanted to clarify that. Plus, also in the Odyssey, you never meet Odysseus never meets Hades. So why even do it?
Gee, this is weird. What do you say when you run into an old friend who just died? He's probably pretty sensitive about it. Hi, Agamemnon.
Agamemnon. One of the generals of the Greeks going into the Trojan War. The funny part was his death. Not funny haha, but funny as in karma.
How he's doing, if he can help me. So, how are things in the
If you ever want to look up how he died, look it up. I'd rather not go into detail about how he died. But as a tiny little path to that door, he didn't die in the war. That's all I'm going to say. It's pretty freaking gruesome. But he kind of deserved it. But if anybody wants to state it in chat, you can. I'd rather not go into words on stream about that.
Should I challenge him to a game?
So this game is my favorite one in this whole game. And when I learned how to play this mini game, I found a way to make it a board game type of thing. And I used to play this game with my grandpa. And I will explain how the game goes as I play it.
Well, I don't think I would have done any worse than you did.
Well, let's find out then, shall we? A game at last. Someone who will play the game.
The game we're about to play is called Trojan War.
Do you want to play the game yourself?
It is a very, very fun game. And it is also hard at the same time if you don't know how to play it. But I will tell you how to play it while I'm playing it with you. So let's do it. I want to play. So this is the board right here. You are the blue pieces. Agamemnon is the red pieces. You cannot jump these red pieces, but the red pieces can jump you. The object of this game is you have to get men in these borders right here. Sounds easy, right? It's not. Because like I said, he can jump you, but you cannot jump him. So we have to be a little bit careful. And when I played this with my grandpa, oh my God, when he learned how to play this game, He was quite the contender. And I loved the fact that he was. It was so much fun. Let's see how I want to do this here. Well, yeah, that's the object of it. It's called the Trojan War, so it has to have the horse in the corner. Most definitely does have to. I could send that down. Let's do it. That's risky for the biscuit. Soldier in place. Okay. I gotta be careful here because I could get jumped if I go there now. So I'm gonna move soldier right there. Yeah, trust me, there's no soldiers inside of the thing. Don't worry. That's not a thing. Let me think here. I want to try and see if I can go for a losing no soldiers run. That's something I've done before. Risk it. Let's see what he does. I figured he'd do that. Okay, so move this soldier here.
Too hard. Head hurts.
I got one idea. Move it in. Yeah, like you're really gonna pull that on me. Another soldier is locked in place. Okay. If I was to move that soldier to the center, he could either move his soldier down that way to try and jump me, or he'll move that soldier up there to jump me there. I wonder which one he would do. I'm not going to take that risk yet. Ooh. Okay, that's a good risk. Locked in place. If I move him there, he'll try and move right there. I don't need to do that. That would make things a little bit difficult. So let's move one here and see what he does. Okay. Move him more in. There we go. I was wondering when he would pull that. Okay. Move him in there. I have him a little bit confused right now. Alright, let's see here. Let's move this soldier here. Man, if I can pull off another no-lose soldier in this, that would be so cool. Because it's been a good minute since I've done it. I just want to see if I can do it. Move him there. He would probably move there. Or he'll move it there. I need to lock in another corner. Do it. Lock in the corner. Okay. Now he's going to try and move him there. I don't need to do that. I don't need him to do that. He can get this corner right now, and it won't hurt me. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. I see what you're trying to do there, sir. I'm not going to let you do that. Nope. My distraction's working, though. Because now I have the full bottom locked in, and there's nothing he can do about it. Okay, so now I need to move you here. And then I need to move you here. Okay, we got the full bottom locked in place. There's nothing that he can do about it. Okay, so what do I want to do with it now? I could move you here. He'll either move this piece up to try and get that piece, or he'll move that piece that way. Or he might move one of these two pieces to the center. But I should have a full way to the corner. Okay. I think it's time that we block one of his little ideas here. So we're going to block the center so he can't really move. Because like I said, there's a couple ways that you can win. You can either get all of these filled in blue, or you can get both of his pieces stuck as well. We'll see which one that we get first. Let's see. Which one do I want to do? I kind of want to do that one and put it in the center. The problem is, he could jump me if he was to move that piece there, or if he was to move that piece there. So I might not take that risk. Do it. I figured that was what you were going to do. Risk it. Nice. Got him. I basically got his pieces stuck. I did not lose a single man either, so that was good. I'm probably gonna highlight that whole battle too after stream, because that was good. No losses. Nope.
You shouldn't have. Thanks, old pal.
And also, Agamemnon just gave me another one of my emotes right there, which is the red coin. Basically, you put a red coin in a dead soldier's mouth before burying them, and it's able to pay the toll to cross the river Styx into Hades. Alright, it is time for us to leave Hades and go back to Aiaya. Yeah, it is. And maybe one of my subs in chat would not mind showing off the red coin. Just to show that I actually have it, you know. Okay, so we need to go back to Aiaya. Because one, we got a body we got to bury. And we got a tapestry we got to get. But I do wonder, though, how the Trojan War would have played out if Odysseus was in charge of the troops than just being in the battlefield. Let's move Wishbone up a little bit here. coin in the mouth. Bury.
Boy, digging's a lot more fun when you're not burying someone's body. Goodbye, Elpenor. You were a good crewman. All right, everyone, listen up. We're here today to say goodbye to our shipmate, our fellow soldier, our friend, Elpenor.
Shadow, can you show off the red coin, please?
He died trying to get home. And if he could speak to us today, he'd probably tell us not to give up, that we had to try to get home. If we give up now, it would mean that Elpenor has died for nothing. To honor him, we must go on. What do you say?
Thank you. That is the red coin. Wishbone has a lot to deal with for a little guy. Yeah. Yes, he does. But he's stuck in a machine right now where he has to get through the life of Odysseus to get out of the machine. It's basically a computer where when you stick a book in it, you can actually play the person's story like as if it's a game. Which is kind of cool, you know.
Hello.
There's that tapestry.
I'm back from the underworld. How many people ever get to say that?
Welcome back, my mortal hero. Did you meet the prophet Tiresias and receive his advice?
Yeah, he also foretold that my journey would be long and difficult. I could have told you that.
Is there anything else I can do to help you, my noble Odysseus?
Should I ask about Iola's tower?
Ask for
Or
advice.
about Elpenor? Ask for advice?
We're going to ask for advice.
Is there anything else that you think a wandering hero might need to know about out here?
Only that you may encounter Scylla, a horrible six-headed monster.
Yep.
Each head will eat one of your crewmen.
I don't know how my crew is gonna like that. I better steer clear of Scylla.
The only way around Scylla is through Charybdis, which is a violent whirlpool that can suck your ship and all your men to the bottom of the ocean forever.
Great.
Yeah.
Now tell me about that third, totally safe route.
There is no other way.
Great. Let's review. I either lose 6 men to a hungry monster, or risk losing them all in the king of all bathtub drains. Can't anyone just tell me the best way to get home?
Oh, it's crazy, man.
If the design pleases you, you may take
The one thing I find crazy is if you were to look up how Odysseus really dies, his death is pure fucking karma. And, yeah. Yeah. His is pure fucking karma as well. Alright, so we got everything that we need. So here's the funny thing about it. We need to get to Ogygia. In order to get to Ogygia, we're going to have to choose between Scylla and Charybdis. I'm going to explain the results of those when we get there. Alright, so pull up the map. Alright, so we're not going to go to Thrinakia yet because we still have stuff we have to do. Thrinakia is really the last place you need to go. We need to go to Ogygia. Do. Let's go, doggo! Don't forget to spin my souls.
Should I face Scylla or Charybdis?
So here's the thing about Scylla and Charybdis in this game. If you choose Charybdis, it is a 50-50 chance that you will be able to survive. I do not like those odds. Out of all the times that I've used Charybdis in the past, I've only been able to survive getting past Charybdis 2 times. And this was before I streamed this game. This was when I was a kid and I was learning how to play. and I don't like those odds. It's literally a fucking dice roll in terms of what you're going to get. Scylla is the one that I choose the most, because even though you end up running into Charybdis after Scylla, you always tend to survive. That's just what I've learned. You always survive that. So, in terms of this is where it's kind of common sense. Would you rather risk 6 men being eaten by each head of Scylla and surviving, or 50-50 chance of surviving a giant bathtub drain? I'll leave that for you to decide. Okay, got to redeem for a talk about a random retro subject. Gaming has had a very big evolution from when it first became a thing to what it is now. I think that's something that a lot of people can agree upon. But I do find funny that if certain things didn't fail in gaming, we wouldn't have gotten some of the pathways toward gaming. So before there was console gaming, there was going to arcades. There was playing with arcade machines. There was things like that. And because of the whole I'm going to go to an arcade to play video games was a thing, somebody in the entertainment industry was like, what if you could bring video games home? Instead of always going to an arcade. And I do miss arcades as well. I know a couple places where I live where I can go play arcade games if I wanted to. So that's why one of the first generation consoles that was made was called the Magnavox Odyssey. The Magnavox Odyssey literally was a console that was made out of wood and electronics, and you would plug it into your TV. But there was no graphics. Your graphics literally was outlines that you would stick to your TV via the static that would come out of the screen of your TV. That's how they would literally stick these little sheets of paper on there. And the graphics were literally just drawn stuff on this paper. Because all the Magnavox Odyssey was a cheap controller that moved a particle of light on your television set. And that was literally what the first console was. Later on down the road, we got stuff like the Intellivision, the ColecoVision, and stuff like that. So yeah, there's your little random retro subject of the day. That all because people believed that gaming could become a thing at home instead of going out to do so. That's kind of why the Magnavox Odyssey kind of came into play. Of course, there was other reasons as well, but that was one of the random reasons as to why the Magnavox Odyssey was created. Was not just making money by people going to the arcade and spending their quarters and stuff on games. But what if you could have gaming at home, Oh yeah, there was a couple different designs for the Magnavox Odyssey. But I liked the version 1 the most because it was more made out of wood. But yeah, there's your random retro subject fact of the day. Hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, we're going to be choosing Scylla. We're going to go in there. We're going to get a couple of our men eaten, but we're going to survive. So let's do it. The random stuff that I know, I swear.
Okay, stay calm! Everybody stay calm! Row!
Don't worry, we're good. Alright, so we survived. Yay. Okay, so we're going to pick up a couple things here. And we're going to go and talk to Zeus. Yay, Zeus. So remember that torch that we got from Circe? Well, this torch can show hidden pathways that would not be able to be seen with mortal eyes. We're going to use it on these woods.
Hey, we found a way into the forest. Let's hope there's a good restaurant in there somewhere.
So this is where I'm going to be doing a lot of most of my talking here about the game, because Shadow and Rumble have my two main mods have been here since I've started streaming this game matter years ago, and I always talk about this part because it's a really big thing of the mentality of the gods versus the mentality of a mortal. So let's go. So your object here is you're supposed to try and convince Zeus that you are worthy enough to go home. Keep this in mind.
Nimble-witted Odysseus. I am Zeus, father of all the gods.
And greetings to you, noble Odysseus.
Hey, Athena. Am I glad to see you?
We have been very impressed with your adventures. Impressed and entertained.
Thanks. I'm glad my desperate struggling to survive amuses you.
I see that Athena likes you well, and that Poseidon does not. You have offended him terribly, proud Odysseus.
Yeah, well, I can explain that. You see, it all started when this one-eyed guy came along.
But for the moment, he is not here, and you are. And I see no reason to favor him or my daughter Athena. I will sample your famous wit myself and come to my own judgment. Now then, why have you come?
Should I ask, if they can help me, why I've been cursed?
So first off, in the scene where you're talking to Zeus, not many people realize this, but above Zeus is all the other gods watching what you're doing. You're a mere mortal that is in the presence of the gods. Of course, for some reason, Poseidon has better things to do and he didn't want to come to Mount Olympus. I don't know why. He's just a fish guy with issues. But yeah, first, we're going to ask why we've been cursed. Because keep in mind, we're a mere mortal. We don't know why we've been cursed. We don't know. So we need to find out.
Well, why are the gods doing this to us? All we want is to get home to our families. What's so wrong with that?
You and your crewmen, Odysseus, you greatly offended the gods after what you did to the city of Troy.
Yes, you're right. We went way too far.
But Athena stood by your side as she continues to do to this day. However, you have made an enemy of Poseidon, god of the sea and father of Polyphemus the Cyclops. You shamed his son, and Poseidon has not forgiven you.
Poseidon's anger is mighty, Odysseus, but with your courage and my help, you have done very well indeed.
Thanks. I think we make a great team, too. But I'm still not back in Ithaca. What do I have to do to get you guys to let me go home?
Every journey teaches one something, though, does it not? I would hate to cut your travels short if I thought you hadn't learned anything yet. Have you?
Think carefully, Odysseus.
What do you think? I've gained wisdom. I've learned charity. Maybe humility?
So here's the thing about the gods. The gods are D-bags. I'm going to just go ahead and say it right now. Because I know for a fact that Shadow is in chat and he says the exact same thing. He is correct. So am I. They are D-bags. Even the most pure sounding ones are even considered douchebags. And I'm going to tell you why. So you are a mere mortal, okay? You're trying to live your life. You're trying to find your way in this world, okay? But keep in mind, the only reason that you even exist, the fact that you're able to continue your life, the fact that you're able to succeed and even fail at certain things, is because the gods are making it so. Without the gods, there is really no destiny or fate. It is all written already when it comes to the gods. It's even talked about in Greek and Roman mythology that really it doesn't matter what decisions you make. All of your stuff is already pre-done and pre-made by the gods. So here's the thing about it. You are mere entertainment for them. Now, if you don't do anything that is quote-unquote challenging enough in your path, you'll be considered boring to the gods, and they'll just completely forget about you and make you freaking suffer. Now, keep in mind, there's accomplishing challenges that the gods give you, but then there's challenging the gods. You never want to challenge the gods, because the gods will make you suffer even more than you already are if you challenge the gods. Okay? Hence why what's going on with Poseidon. See, there's one piece of this story that wasn't brought into play, and I'm going to share that with you. That basically Odysseus needed to find a way to get into Troy. So that's why he created the idea of the Trojan horse. The thing was that the king of Troy had a truth seer, and he tried to talk the king into not taking any of the quote-unquote Greeks' gifts, because the Trojan horse was considered a gift because the Greeks got defeated by the Trojans. Now, the reason why the Trojan horse was successful was because Poseidon sent one of his sea monsters to kill the truthseer. And because of that, it completely changed the outlook of what the king was thinking about when it came to the Trojan horse. Okay? So instead of him listening to the truthseer and be like, oh, you know, maybe this is a trap. Maybe there's something hidden inside of this horse. Because of the fact that the sea monster killed the truthseer, it made it look like, oh, if you doubt the Greek's gift, you're going to suffer just like this truthseer is. So that's why, you know, not only did they accept the Trojan horse into Troy, but because of what Poseidon did, Poseidon considered that giving a helping hand to the Greeks so they could get into Troy. Now keep in mind, Odysseus didn't ask for this help. The Greeks didn't ask for the help from Poseidon. He did it on his own. And Odysseus overlooked this when he and his Greeks completely murdered everyone in Troy. Hence why in the beginning of the game, it was on fire in the back, and Odysseus had himself a chest of gold. Now, because of this, that was one of the little straws that he pulled on Poseidon's quote-unquote ego. What put the nail in the coffin was when Odysseus blinded Polyphemus, the one-eyed Cyclops. Because, yeah, like Zeus, Poseidon did a lot of dipping in certain gene pools that you would wonder, oh, why would you do that? But then again, we have Captain Kirk, so, you know, take sexual advancements with a grain of salt when it comes to that. So not only because of his involvement in the Trojan War, Poseidon was like, oh, you're going to not say thank you for me helping you get your horse into Troy, but you're even going to abuse my bastard son for a simple map. I'm going to make you suffer because you need to learn that your life is nothing without the gods. You need to learn wisdom. So out of all that, I want you to take everything I just said to heart while doing this part right here. So first off, we're going to say we've gained wisdom.
Oh, yes, I've learned tons of things since I started traveling. I've gained lots and lots of wisdom.
You have grown wise, brave Odysseus.
Exactly.
Tell me, do you believe that you've become as wise as the gods themselves?
Oh?
Now listen.
What do you think? Yes.
Keep in mind how he worded that. Do you consider yourself as wise as the gods themselves? That would be considered you challenging the gods. You don't want to do that. So no, you're not a god. No.
No, of course not. Nobody can be as wise as the gods. I mean, you gods are so big and strong and mighty and great. And we're just teeny tiny little small nothings at your feet. At your mighty feet. Your mighty, mighty feet.
This is the man who will challenge the gods in your name, Athena?
Just watch.
I'm not very impressed.
He's only trying to be humble, Father. Give him a chance.
Humility, brave Odysseus. Is that what you've learned from all your travels?
Oh, yeah, you bet.
Sorry, I had to pop my arm.
Humble is my new middle name.
I suppose you're too humble to accept a challenge from the gods, then.
But see, now he's saying, do you feel too humble to accept a challenge from the gods? Now keep in mind the wording of those last two scenes. There's, are you too humble to challenge the gods? But then there's, are you too humble to take a challenge from the gods? You see how those two lines are not the same, but they're also different. So keep in mind what I said before is you're a mere mortal that is at the entertainment of the gods. If you challenge the gods, that's considered a bad thing to do. But if the gods give you a challenge, it's kind of like the saying risk and reward. If you accept the challenge and you meet their criteria, they will reward you. Keep that in mind. So for this, we're going to accept the challenge because we got nothing else better to do. If we don't accept the challenge, we're going to be stuck at square one like we have been for a while. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to accept that challenge.
A challenge from the gods? Well, I'm humble, but I've never been one to turn down a good challenge. What you got?
See?
Well spoken, noble Odysseus. I find that I like you.
See?
And I will open the way for you to return home.
Nice.
But there's a catch.
But there's a catch.
I love that line.
Though the way will be open, there will be many more dangers ahead of you. Even your homecoming will be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
If you make it that far.
Farewell, good Odysseus.
Now, yes, it is kind of argued upon that you could say that all of the gods are douchebags. I still stick to that. And the reason why I stick to that is because, you know, if Athena really did give a damn, she would have tried to open up the ways for you without any challenge whatsoever. But she, like the other gods, are testing you. Now, if you were to go online right now and look up how Odysseus dies in, you know, in actual life, not the game, because he doesn't die in the game, but in life, you'll understand that the consequences of everything he did led really to what his death was. But I'll let you guys look that up for yourselves. We're going to go into this cave. Now, I already know how he died, but I'm not going to say it's funny, haha, how he died, but it was pure karma. Pure freaking karma. But yeah, let's go in here.
Ooh, I wasn't expecting company.
Hello, Calypso.
But greetings, handsome traveler. Who are you?
I'm the cunning, brave Odysseus, on my way to Ithaca. And who are you?
Odysseus. Oh, I should have known. I've heard so much about you. I'm Calypso, and I'd love to help you however I can.
So, have you lived here long?
Yeah, kinda is, yeah.
Wait, let's try that again. I'll ask a different question.
No, it's all right. It's just that I've been here alone for such a long time. I'm immortal like the gods, but I'm not a god, and I just get so lonely.
Should I ask her what I can do? Ask her to help me.
So Calypso's a very interesting case. She is immortal. She is a goddess. She's not really a goddess of anything, though. There are men and women that have immortality. They are considered gods and goddesses, but they're not exactly the god or goddess of anything. They were just given immortality either by particular birth situations, certain rituals, or just given/rewarded the opportunity of being immortal. I guess in terms of ritual sake, a great example would be that of Achilles. Achilles basically could not be killed in any particular way, except for one mishap that happened when Achilles was being dipped into the pool of immortality. He was being held by one foot. One of his feet were being held above the water. Hence why his death was taking damage in that foot. Hence why, in medical terms, the part that links the bottom of our leg to our foot is called the Achilles tendon, because that's how Achilles died. That's an example of ritual immortality, I guess you could say. Then, of course, there was genetics. So, like, for example, I cannot freaking remember his name, because I get a lot of demigods' names mixed up a lot, but I think his name is Theseus. He was known for Clash of the Titans. He is a bastard son of Zeus. He is a demigod. He is half immortal, half human. Okay? So that's an example of somebody having partial immortality based around their genetics. And then, of course, there's people that were born a god. But the thing about the gods is, you would not believe how, and I hate using this word because it's such a triggering word for me, but it makes perfect sense here. You would not believe how much incest type stuff happens with the gods, because everybody is related to each other. Oh boy. So yeah, there's that. So when it comes to Calypso, she is a goddess. She's not really a goddess of anything. She's just a goddess that's on her own island. She's looking for a man to spend the rest of her life with. She doesn't really care who it is. But there's one rule when it comes to Calypso. Is once you're on her island, you're never allowed to leave. No matter what it is. You belong to her now. You are on her island. So, yeah. He's not the only Arthur that's done stuff like that. But, yeah, we're going to ask her what you can do.
I'm sorry you're so lonely. You seem like a nice lady. Is there anything I can do for you before I ship out?
You're as kind as you are handsome, sweet Odysseus. Perhaps you would consent to spend a little more time with me before you leave.
Well, I'd really love to stay a while, but I really have to be getting back to my ship.
Just a little while longer. We'll make a handsome pair, you and I. And I'm so very lonely here.
I don't know. Should I? Say no politely. Keep her company.
Now, taking the information that I said about Calypso, you do not want to say no to this woman. Because keep in mind, what I said about her also takes effect with this game. You're on her island. Right now, you belong to her. You're not allowed to leave. I'm not a good teacher, but I appreciate that that compliment, though. Now, I'm not into really talking about religion, but I'm going to just say one tiny little thing about what I just said. I guess you could say that's kind of the reason why I'm not much of a fan of just certain Bibles. I'm going to say it openly like that because my religion is nobody's fucking business. But I'm going to just say this little part here. There's certain Bibles / books of religious beliefs that I'm not much of a fan of because of the idea that in history, incest type stuff happened. I'm not a fan of it. Never going to be a fan of it. Take that with a grain of salt. But keep in mind that on this channel, I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about religion because that is nobody's fucking business what I believe in or anything like that. I'm here to give you gaming. I'm here to give you an environment where you can be yourself. I'm not here to talk about controversial stuff or anything like that. I'm here to give people an environment where they can be themselves, an environment that I could see myself hang out in, where you could be a lurker, you could be a talker, you can, ask questions about the game, you can ask questions about gaming in general, movies, stuff like that. Religion and politics are two things that cause a lot of controversy because of different people's beliefs and visions of the world and things like that. I hate to say it bluntly like this, but I'd rather be honest about it than hide it from everybody. My beliefs and my stuff like that is nobody's fucking business. I'm here to be friends with anybody. I'm here to give an environment that people will love to be themselves in. But those are the main rules that I give. Do not talk about politics. Do not talk about religion. But I'm going to say this one tiny thing about religion. Just this tiny little thing. Because the Odyssey is a bit religious because, well, the gods. I'm not a fan of incest. I'm never going to be a fan of it. That's all I'm really going to say about it. You know. So, yeah. But, yeah, we're going to keep her company because we have no choice. We are her prisoner right now. So, we're going to keep her company. Thing is, though, Wishbone, also known as Odysseus, doesn't know he's a prisoner yet. But I'm just giving you the one-on-one here.
Sure, why not? I could tell you a story. There's one that I seem to remember.
I don't think you understand.
And I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you. I really do appreciate that.
I know every story ever told. I just need company in my loneliness.
I don't think you know this one, and it's about loneliness too. Once upon a time, there was a little dog. He was a very bright, very handsome little dog, and he loved stories. He loved them so much that someone gave him a magic story box.
What sort of magic box?
It was a box that let him see his favorite stories. But one day, something went wrong. The little dog found himself inside the story box, and he didn't know how to get out.
That's terrible.
Actually, it was fantastic. At first, everyone thought he was the hero. But after a while, the little dog began to miss his own home and the people that he knew, and he started to wonder if he would ever...
You know, man, those apples right there look kind of tasty.
Poor little dog. What happened?
I've always been a fan of, like, green and yellow apples. I've never been a fan of red apples. Only green and yellow. Mostly yellow. I love yellow apples. There's a good little random fact about me there for free.
So much. I want you to take that sailcloth and use it for your ship.
All right! Thank you, Calypso! We're out of here!
No, you misunderstand me, handsome warrior. The sail is for your men. You're going to stay right here with me for all eternity.
Oh no! Oh no! We're her prisoner.
What do I do? Do I beg her to let me go, run away, call on Athena?
So you can beg her to let you go as much as you want, but she'll think that you're being very mean to her, that you don't want to spend time with her. Okay? So don't even choose that one. You can try to run away, but there's a barrier that's actually keeping you in the cave with her. So you can't leave. So you have no choice but to call on Athena to help you. And I love this part, and you'll understand why. Just watch how Athena acts. And yeah, green apples are awesome. I like yellow ones the most, though. But yeah, watch this.
I've been watching this whole exchange, much-loved Odysseus. Calypso, you overstepped your bounds.
But he's so cute. And he's just a mortal. Nobody ever lets me have anything around here. It's not fair.
Poor Calypso. You would take love where it is not offered? Perhaps you will learn better someday. For now, the brave hero must be permitted to leave.
Yeah, listen to Athena. I'm her favorite, right, Athena? She had to go.
Oh, what we could have had, Odysseus. But I must listen to the wise goddess. Take what you need and be gone.
Yep. Now we're not her prisoner anymore. Yay. Okay, so we need this battle axe. It's such a cool looking axe too, by the way. And we need this sailcloth. Because we need to repair our ship. Because we took some pretty bad damage to our ship. Which I will gladly show you. If Wishbone will walk over there. Well, actually I think I know a way that I can do this one. First off, we need to give the battle axe to Eurylochus. And I love his lines in this. This is actually pretty funny.
Okay, we need some serious timber here. Here's an axe.
We'd really like to
sir, but it says in the Greek Sailor's Handbook that the captain must chop all trees.
I've never seen a Greek sailor's handbook.
Why, you're right, Captain. What a tragic oversight. I'll go write one.
Eurylochus, you'll have plenty of...
I don't know of a Greek sailor's handbook. You're right, Captain. What an oversight. I'll go write one. Oh, Lord, man. This game. Alright, so we're going to pick up some wood. Yay, wood. I really would like to show off the ship, Wishbone. I know I can get closer. There we go. Yeah, look, our sail's destroyed. Bottom's destroyed. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So we're going to board up the bottom.
Not bad, not bad. But we still need to cover those leaky gaps.
We got some reeds here.
Hey, I think this is gonna work. All we need now is some way to stick everything in place. Anybody have some gum?
We got some mud.
I did it! I mean, you did it! We did it! All right! You know, you should consider a career in ancient Greek boat repair.
Now, we need to put the sail on the ship.
No doubt about it. That looks great.
Now we can leave. So keep in mind also, we talked to the gods about getting away home. You're going to see how very important that's going to be. So now we need to go to Thrinakia. Here we go! Yay!
Let's see. Our home in Ithaca is to the east, and all the winds are still blowing west. That's really not good.
Okay, let's go. So now we are at a bit of a crossroads. First off, we're not allowed to leave the island because I'm just going to go ahead and say it now, so we can avoid the just the dialogue. The men do not want to leave because they are hungry. They have not had anything good to eat. They want to eat the cattle. But if you remember what Tiresias, the blind prophet, said at Hades when we talked to him, we are not allowed to touch the sacred cattle of Aeolus. Because if we do, we're going to be cursed. And when I say we'll be cursed, oh, we sink to the bottom of the fucking water. And we don't need that. We need to find an alternative. So in order to progress the game in terms of main progression, we have to go to this door. But I'm going to do something a little extra so we don't have to stay here for that long. So first we're going to pick up this.
Ooh, pardon me, coming through. Ooh, just collecting a little. Ooh, ow, beeswax, ow.
Next, we're going to go up here.
Everybody, just gathering some feathers for some scientific research. Clear the area, please. Ooh, now who put those branches all the way up here?
Now we need to escape the tree. Now we're going to pick up these branches. Now we're going to go to this little thing here. Because speaking of apples,
this one honors Helios.
You're going to love this, Chris. You're just going to love it.
I know this story. It's the tale of Daedalus and Icarus.
The tale of Daedalus and Icarus. The story of two men that wanted to fly. So they made wings. This is basically in a nutshell. They made wings made out of feathers, sticks, and wax. And they flew too close to the sun. And they died. That's really the story. That's really all that we really need to know. So, this is a way to make wings.
This looks great. Next, we're going to need some wax, or else the feathers won't stick.
Yep, and we have wax.
Oh boy, we're really close now. All we have to do is stick those feathers on, and there'll be a new furry bird in town.
Yep.
Ta-da!
You'll see.
Up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's
Sky Dog.
This is great.
Watch this.
It's working! I'm the world's first flying dog!
Runway 17, this is Sky Dog. I'm coming in for a landing.
Ah! Perfect!
Tower, this is Sky Dog. We're loaded down and we're coming in hot. Clear the runway, clear the runway.
Tower, this is Sky Dog. Send an ambulance.
So even though we lost our wings, we gained some food for our men. You're gonna love this dialogue, dude. You're just gonna love this.
Okay, men, here's some fruit. You wouldn't believe what I went through to get this for you.
Thanks, Captain. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the, fruit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Of course, if you don't want any, I'm sure we can find some more food in a week or two.
Oh boy, fruit! Thanks, Captain. Hold me.
Let's keep in mind, they wanted to eat them cows, dude. But at the same time, you know, can't have everything. Yeah, I love Jack Russell Terriers too. Alright, so now it is time to progress the story. Now this door here originally would not be accessible unless you talk to Zeus. But we talked to Zeus. So now we have a couple mini games.
You've seen them all. At least this one has a picture on it.
So this mini game is one I'm not a fan of. Because it's similar to playing Simon Says. I guess you could say. It's a memory game. I'm not a fan of it. I hate it. But we're going to try and do it. So I need to concentrate for this one. So just give me a few.
That sounds like someone playing a lyre. Maybe if I could play exactly what he plays, I could get some service around here.
I couldn't see it. Okay. Okay.
Oh, trying to get tricky on me, huh? Well, you're dealing with one musical dog here.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, this one's gonna be hard. Yes! It tried to pull a fast one on me on that last one. That's actually a different one. Okay. That one was a pain in the butt. It always tries to get me with the last one. Alright. This one's easy though.
Oh well, being a technically brilliant dog of the future, I can just look at this and tell you that the only way to solve it is... Start pressing buttons!
Matching game. Alright.
I click and a tile appears. Let's click again.
Okay. Dionysus.
Oh, I get it. We have to match the god with his or her symbol. That Iolus is one clever guy.
Got it. It's not my fastest time, but that was not too bad though.
I solved the puzzle, the door opened, and I see more doors. What? No more doors? I did it! We're going in! Let's go get that bag of wins.
Alright, let's go get the bag of wins.
Okay, up one flight, and here's more stairs. Fine, we'll just dash up these, right up to another flight of stairs. Great. Well, this has to be the last one. No, it isn't. Okay, up we go, and ta-da! More stairs. Whew. Keep climbing. You can do it. Here we go. Whew. Made it. And hey, there's Iolus's magical bag of winds. Okay, winds, you're free to go. Wow! Take it easy, you guys. That tickles. Hey, you're welcome. Have a great time out there. Just make sure some of you help me get my ship moving later. Is it a deal? Oh boy, the stairs again. All right, let's
Yep,
just
the
get
stairs
this over
again.
with. Going down's much easier anyway. Whoops. I'm okay.
That had to hurt, dude.
Glad nobody saw that. On we go.
So because of everything that I did and stuff, we did everything in the right exact order. So now we're in Ithaca.
Goodbye, Captain.
Thanks for getting
We're not done yet though.
Godspeed, Captain.
We got a few more things we gotta do here.
Goodbye, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Maybe we'll take another trip sometime. Guys? Guys?
I just wanted to say...
What was that?
I said, thank you for getting...
So first off, the ending of this game is completely different than the Odyssey.
It was that bad.
Why is that? Well, Odysseus is the only survivor of the Trojan War in terms of his original troops.
Go home, Eurylochus. That's an order.
Of course, you know, troops from Agamemnon's crew and everyone else, they were able to make it home except for our crew. Odysseus, sadly, is the only survivor from his crew. So the fact that our crew survived was because this is a game that's made for kids. But then again, you know, you look at like fairy tales done by Disney versus their original source material, and it can be pretty damn dark. Like, don't even get me started with Sleeping Beauty for one. Okay, so we got a few little items here. We're going to put the lion head in the water.
Hey, great idea! The lion's head goes in, the water level goes up, and I still can't reach the branch.
You'll see. Look, it's the duck.
Oh, great! The duck has the key. Oh, great. The duck has the key.
First off, we're going to get some water for our pail. Now we're going to interact with the duck.
Come here, duck. Come here, duck. Here, ducky, 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 ducky. Come here, duck. Come here, duck. Come here, duck. Give me that key! Oh, I give up.
Gotta love it. Alright. Key. Head.
Alright, lion. Stand still and this won't hurt a bit. Bingo! Hey, thanks, lions. Maybe the cat family isn't so bad. Boy, I thought things would be easy once I got back to Ithaca. Oh well, at least there's no bodies in here.
Water. Turn.
Come on, you. Turn! All right! Now we're talking. There's water up there now. Which would be perfect for any really tall, thirsty people.
Yeah, we need to get Odysseus's bow, which is right here in case you were wondering.
Well, if this doesn't work, at least we're making a nice bowl of soup. Wait a minute. Wow, look at that. And here comes the bow! Great! I've got the bow! When Telemachus sees this, he'll realize that I really am his father. Well, at least he'll realize that I'm the dog that everyone thinks is Odysseus.
I offer you congratulations, long-suffering Odysseus. You have found your way home, and now you have all that you need to win back your rightful place.
Thanks. But I couldn't have done it without your help. Let's hear it for Athena, ladies and gentlemen, the best darn goddess in all of Greece.
You are as modest as you are clever, Odysseus. I shall miss you.
Miss me? Where are you going?
I'm a goddess, good Odysseus. Now that you're home, I cannot be at your side at all times, but you can always call on me in times of need.
Thank you for everything, Athena. It was great to work with you.
Farewell, good Odysseus.
Catch you later, baby. Alright. Let's go and give our bow to our son Telemachus. Because he's just standing there like a Chad. You know, he's like, oh yeah. Hello, ladies. I'm just kidding. Telemachus was never like that.
Yoo-hoo, Telemachus! Do you know where I could find some bow polish? Are you trying to tell me something, young man?
Dad!
Now keep in mind also, you know, you could have interacted with him You could have even interacted with everyone else in the game by doing other different options and stuff in terms of dialogue stuff. I just know the right stuff to choose, so, you know, yeah.
The time has come for me to choose a new husband.
Yes, sure has.
Oh yeah, baby! Wow. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just want to be stupid.
To determine who is worthy.
I'm worthy. You want to see what I got under this turban? I'm stupid. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Whoever can shoot an arrow from this bow through these 12 axes over there and into the target shall be my next husband.
What target? I don't see any target. Do you see a target? I see a target. If there was a target, I could see it, and I would shoot something.
What target?
That one. Over there.
Oh, that's impossible.
No man can do that. Nobody can sit down. Would you just sit down?
If none of these gentlemen want to try, I'd be happy to take a crack at it, ma'am.
Let the beggar try.
The dog is her next husband.
This'll be funny.
Well, the dog is Odysseus, so yeah, take that with a grain of salt, Chris. All right. Okay, let me see this real quick. Yeah.
Okay, now it's time to get rid of a few unwanted guests.
So Shadow, who's streaming right now? We're gonna do a raid in a little while.
Oh, long-suffering Odysseus, it is you. My sweet husband is finally home. What took you so long?
I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go.
Who be streaming on Twitch, Mr. Shadow?
Where am I? Hey, let's see. 4 paws, 2 ears, 1 tail. Yes! I'm back all right! Ooh, hello, books. Oh, hello, comfy red chair. Did you miss me? It's great to see all you guys again. And what's this? In recognition of all the help given to the 4-legged Odysseus... Hey, it's for you! I wonder how this got here. Oh, well, you definitely deserve it. Thank you for all the good advice. No, I mean it. Stop blushing. I owe you one. The next time you get stuck in a computer-generated world, just give me a call. Oh, it's so nice to be back. Now I know how Odysseus felt. Let's see, so much to do. Eat, sleep, so many choices. Well, nothing builds up an appetite like a 20-year quest. I'm gonna go find some food. For some reason, I'm hankering after a Greek salad. Say thanks again. You can stay here as long
I didn't know dogs ate salad.
before you leave, okay? And now, I am out of here!
Alright, so that's basically the game. That basically is it. Sushi? But doesn't she have a really big view count though? Surprised Momo's not streaming or anything like that. Let me see if I can think of somebody. Yeah, that's one of the Rumble's right about that. That's one of the reasons why, you know, I kind of want to avoid. Unless it's like somebody like Kimmy DNC. If it's Kimmy DNC, that's the only time that that rule doesn't really apply, because I am very well known in her community. But I don't know if Kimmy is streaming right now. But aside from Kimmy DNC, Rumble is actually correct about what he said there. I mean, I guess we could probably do Sushi Susie. I guess we could. It's been a while since I've been in there anyways, but the reason why I'm a little iffy about it was the last time we raided her, she didn't really notice. That's one of the reasons why I'm being a little bit weird about it. Also, hold on, I need to click out the game real quick. Here we go. I had to click out of the game. That's the only way to do it. So yeah, I would do that with Susie, but the last time that I raided her, she didn't really notice that I raided her. Is there anyone else that's streaming right now? Anyone? I mean, I'd like to send these 5 viewers somewhere nice. But the problem is because of how I'm streaming right now, I can't exactly look for myself. Who's Netter? Who is that, Shadow? No, I don't think I do, actually. Actually, yes, there is a Wishbone game. There's 2, actually. But sadly, you're catching me at the end of the stream. He's raided me before. Okay, then we'll raid him then. So let me. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a big situation. I'm glad that you came though. Much appreciated. Let me. Dang it. Well, if you want to, you can stay for the raid. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, we'll raid this person here. Can someone do the raid commands, please? Exclamation point raid 1 and exclamation point raid 2. I'd appreciate that. But you can always check out the VOD. I always keep the VODs and everything. So we're going to get this raid situated here. Oh, no, you got it. You're good. You're good. Let me copy the raid message here for myself. And the only reason why the audio is acting up a little bit right now is because I'm trying to do something on my chat while something that runs on Windows 3.0, Macintosh, and Windows 95/MS-DOS is trying to do something. So, yeah, doing quite a bit right now. So, yeah, we're going to raid Netter. Shadow, what is Netter streaming right now? And before I do that, though, I'm going to talk about my schedule. So my next stream will be on Wednesday, which will be Soulsborne Wednesday. I'm going to be continuing more Bloodborne. That's going to be doing its thing right there. And that'll also be around the time that I start my 2 weeks of house sitting for my mother. So we'll be getting some extra streams as well. But those extra streams won't be coming until maybe this weekend. But Ace Combat Zero. Okay. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, Wednesday will be Soulsborne Wednesday. I'll be continuing more Bloodborne. And then Friday will be Retro Friday. I'll be continuing more Digimon World 2. In case you're wondering what my schedule is, could someone in the chat do !schedule, please? Just check out the schedule that is posted here after the command. In case you're ever interested in popping on by. You know, I know my schedule can be kind of weird because people in America are usually asleep. But usually I can get people from the UK popping on in, you know, and hang out and stuff like that. I've always had a weird streaming schedule because of life, complications, and just other stuff. But, yeah, if any of that tickles your fancy, you know, I'll be streaming Wednesday and Friday of this week. I'll also be popping in a few special streams this weekend. Maybe some during the other parts of the week. Because I'm going to be house sitting from November 9th to the 24th. So there's going to be a lot of extra stuff. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the raid set up here. Please get your raid messages ready. If you are a subscriber to the channel, do a copy paste of the raid 1 message in the chat. If you're not a subscriber, do a copy paste of the raid 2 message. We are going to go raid Netter Mizuno. Apparently, Netter is playing Ace Combat Zero. So please get your raid messages ready. We're going to go ahead and go do our thing there. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for Soulsborne Wednesday, where I'm going to be continuing more of my solo playthrough of Bloodborne. Coming from someone that really loves playing these games. So as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I am your friendly neighborhood game machine, and this was Random Monday, where I played some Wishbone in the Amazing Odyssey for Windows 3.0, Macintosh, and Windows 95/MS-DOS. And until I see you on the next video or live stream, peace out, happy gaming, my friends, and please stay safe out there.